Hello again and welcome to another Mordy and Glory Community Spotlight video. In case you've not seen one of these videos before, what I like to do with them is showcase some of the fantastic work being done by the community and highlight some of the alternative models and products that you have available to you as a wargamer. Most people instinctively buy their models from Games Workshop on the false pretense that they are getting the best miniatures in the industry. Whilst you could argue that was true a few years ago, that is no longer the case. There are some incredibly talented and creative people out there who are making models that far and away exceed those being made by GW. And the models being sold by today's creator, CyberLincolnGaming, are a perfect example of this. CyberLincolnGaming is an online Etsy store run by a lovely chap called Tom, or should I give him his official title, Tau Tom, as he is our resident Tau player in the MG community. Now, he may be a Tau player, but he is doing his best to redeem himself in the eyes of the Emperor, or should I say Caesar, because he sells these unbelievably cool Roman Legionnaire in space models on his store. These models are really cool. Tom was kind enough to send me a few examples, and when I saw them, I said to him, look bro, I've got to do a video on these. These are some of the most awesome and unique looking Imperial Guard alternative models I have ever seen. The fact you've got the Roman armor with the sci-fi guns, you've got plasma, you've got machine guns, it all just looked amazing. And I really like the fact that these models provide you with a truly different looking Guard army. With most Imperial Guard models, both GW and third-party alternative, you tend to find that they stick to time periods like the Napoleonic or the World War I or Modern War, but rarely do you find regiments that go back to the ancient world. So if you are a big fan of those Roman legions and you want them to be your Imperial Guardsmen, then you need to look no further. Now, the models I've got on screen right now are part of the examples that were sent to me by Tal Tom. He printed them off, painted them up, and he sent them over to me. And they do look really, really cool. And the sculpts we've got here are the Roman Principe. These are really good for representing your scions and other elite infantry. Each standard trooper comes with a compact carbine. You have a number of special weapons like plasma, melter, flamer. There's even a cool little machine gun like an MG34 style jobby that can represent a hotshot volley gun. You've also got every single trooper coming with a jetpack to really help represent those scions grav shooting in. But these are not the only sculpts available from CyberLincolnGaming, so let's head on over to their website and have a look at what other models you can buy from them. If you're not a big fan of scions and you'd rather have something like Kazakin in your army, then you could definitely use the Roman Hastati to represent them. They're pretty similar to the last sculpts, being very well heavily armed and armored with those cool compact carbines, but they do not have the jetpacks on the back. I think these would be perfect for representing your Kazakin or even your Caden shock troopers. They're very well equipped and they do look like a cut above your standard guardsmen. Or maybe you're not in the market for elite units. Instead, you want some standard troopers and infantry. Well, the Federati rifles have got you covered. These guys would be perfect for representing your basic infantry squads or your Death Corps of Krieg. Those long rifles are going to work well either way, and those big old bayonets scream gas mask boys to me. But it's not just the little ones that you can get from CyberLincolnGaming. They offer some pretty badass alternative Bulgrin sculpts with these ogre gladiators. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, these are probably my favorites. They look amazing. They're so cool. Just look at those giant muscly boys, those big old shields, and those proper Roman short swords. Oh my god, they just look great. Or instead, maybe you're a little bit more old school, you don't believe in Bulgrins, and instead you're more of an Ogrin fan, well then check out the Ogre Gunners. These guys are pretty bloody cool. The fact they still have those shields makes them feel a bit like breachers. You can imagine these guys taking part in some boarding actions, and then even if you don't want the shields, you've got plenty of guys that are coming with the standard Ripper Gun loadout. They look fantastic, and I think the Gladiator helm works really, really well to represent these big Ogrin boys. But it's not just infantry that CyberLincolnGaming offers, there's also these Cataphracti ATVs. perfect for your modern day take on the Rough Riders. Or maybe you're a little bit of a bad boy, not interested in helping out the Imperium, but rather you'd like to see it torn down. If that's the case, you should take a look at the Lunar Auxiliary Infantry Squad. Not only do CyberLincolnGaming sell the standard Lunar Auxiliary Infantry, but they also have the command squads as well. And you can see the fine detail in these miniatures. You've got the Chaos symbol on the flag. You can see the crude, riveted, constructed iron plates, not as fancy as your Imperial armor. And of course, no Chaos man is complete without a few severed hands stapled to the front of his body armor. But out of all of the Chaos sculpts available from CyberLincolnGaming, I have to say that the Torrent Ogres are probably my favourite. I am getting some serious Bioshock vibes from these bad boys. They look gnarly, grim, and very intimidating. But that's all we've got time for today. Again, I want to say a massive thank you to Tal Tom for supporting the channel and also for sending me some of his fantastic sculpts for me to use in my army. If any of the models that you have seen today have piqued your interest, then please check out the links down in the description below. And remember that by supporting CyberLincolnGaming, you are supporting a fellow member of the Mordian Glory community. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.